welcome back. Thanks for joining us, and thank you for letting us share in this space and time with you. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS, and we've got a fantastic show lined up, and we've got more, just like this next guest, the co-founder of Plantega. He joins us to speak about the services that he offers by his organization within our communities. So please welcome to the show, Nil Zacharias. Nil, how are you? Welcome.
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me on.
So you're into the business of healthy eating and healthy living. Explain it.
Yeah, so we launched Plantega as a pilot project back in November 2020, right in the midst of the pandemic, right before the election. The goal being to bring high quality, sustainable, plant-based foods to New York City bodegas. And so we launched in 3 locations in November.
Brand new, 3 locations right off the bat.
Yeah.
All right, where are they?
So we have 1 in the Bronx and 2 in Brooklyn currently, but we're looking to expand. And what we did was we essentially put in place branded coolers as well as shelf units that carried products that were from some of the cutting edge plant-based food companies. And we also launched a special grill menu at these locations that featured entire plant-based versions of your favorite bodega specials, like a chopped cheese sandwich or a breakfast sausage, egg and cheese, and a deli sandwich just made entirely of plant-based ingredients.
Oh, you're going to send some over to us so we can try it and talk about it? You got to wear the
part
shoes.
About this. We should be there in person. I would have been.
There you go. You got to wear the shoes that you sell, you know? And so you've been doing this for a few months then, and you're in 3 different locations. Are you planning to expand beyond that?
Yeah, what we found is that anyone who lives in New York City knows that bodegas are not just convenient; they're critical to the city, almost as much as our subway system. And so, what we were looking at was that people in the United States are starting to eat more plant-based options. Plus, from a sustainability standpoint, all the research from large organizations like the UN point to the fact that we need to start shifting our diets towards eating more plant-based foods.
Yes.
The problem is that currently, places where people go to buy food, there aren't enough options. And especially when you look at underserved communities, what you're presented with are basically the only option you have is to buy sandwiches or food that is produced by our industrial farming system that is contributing not only to the climate crisis, but also the health crisis. And so our goal is to be able to solve those 2 things by bringing food to places where people consume food and buy food.
So are you thinking about expanding outside of the Bronx?
Yes, so we're looking to expand into new locations, not just in the Bronx, but across the city. More details coming in the next few weeks, but we are currently in the process of scoping out new locations. So anyone out there who knows of a great bodega that would love to serve more plant-based options to its customers, please reach out to us because we're in that process now.
Yeah, and we can see it. Some of the bodegas are becoming healthier and healthier instead of just the chips and soda and the sugary foods and those type of processed meats and things of that nature. Some of them are coming up with the better foods, and we're happy to have you out, letting people know that they can eat healthy. It's important.
It's undoubtedly important, and it's also the challenge is that it tends to be more expensive to eat healthy food. And that's one of the challenges we have with our current food system is the foods that are better for you end up costing more, and the foods that are bad for you and the planet tend to be subsidized, which is why they tend to be much cheaper. And so part of our plan is also to find ways to go work directly with the brands that are manufacturing these products to try to source it at a lower price. So we're able to sell it at a price range that still maybe doesn't compete with your factory farm meat, but it is at least more affordable for people who are shopping in those locations.
And a lot of people eat for taste. How do you get that same taste into the healthy food? People, it's and a lot of companies appeal to your palate. They spend a lot of money to try to get you to the smell, the taste, the sound of something. They appeal to your senses. How do you make this food tasty where it's nutritious at the same time?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a great question. It's very tough for someone to make a leap from eating, a burger to going and eating a kale salad, and we recognize that. And I think part of the reason we're able to get people to try our products is because in the last few years, there's been a lot of innovation in the plant-based food space where you can now eat a burger or you can eat a sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich, and all those ingredients are made large using entirely plant-based ingredients. And so they are higher quality, more sustainable, better for you. And so what ends up happening is now people don't have to compromise on taste and get something that's actually superior for them. And so that becomes a great bridge for people. I think of it as a bridge between the cheap fast food to the kale salad that might be great for you. We are sort of that bridge that's leading you to a healthier choice.
Yeah.
So innovation is part of I think at a high level, that's the answer.
And Nil, who are some of the people that are working with you?
So in terms of so for us to be successful, we need to satisfy three different segments. One is we want to make sure that the bodegas are successful, that they have struggled during the time of the pandemic. We want to make them financially more resilient in the times ahead. So one, we want to make sure that the products we bring make money for them. Secondly, the brands that we're working with are bending backwards to try to provide us these products at a price that they don't offer to others, so that we're able to meet this mission that we're after, which is try to feed everyone high quality, sustainable foods. And so we want to make sure that we give them the love and attention that they deserve. And thirdly, and most importantly, we want to make sure that the consumers who are trying these products love it and come back and buy more, and that opens up this idea that food doesn't have to be the terrible usual stuff that they buy.
You said you want to make sure they love it. Pick up from that. You want to make sure they love it, and what comes after that?
We want to make sure that they love it and they keep coming back for more, so that it opens up their palates and their minds and their hearts to eating healthier, sustainable foods.
So Nil, if I said Plantega, what would you put behind that?
Grab some good stuff.
There you go. I'll give you three of them. What's another one? It's going to be on the package. Plantega, grab some good stuff. That's a good one, though.
Yeah, Plantega, good for you and the planet.
There you go. One more.
Plantega, who knew plants could taste so good?
There you go. And name some of the people who are working with you. Give them a shout out.
So in terms of, you mean the brands or our team members? I'm happy to talk about
team members.
So we've got an amazing crew working with us. So one of our lead culinary and content directors is Eric Castro, who runs the Instagram account How to Be Vegan in the Hood. He is the brains behind our menu, and he's been a foot soldier trying to find new bodegas, and he's the heart and soul of our brand and our effort. So Eric Castro deserves a huge shout out. We also have an expanded team of community ambassadors who you actually will find at our locations. They are there nearly every day, engaging with customers, making sure that the products are stocked and making sure that the quality of the food that we're selling is always at the highest levels. So a shout out to Rosabelle and Jaylene, who are leading our efforts in the Bronx right now. Both of them actually live in the Bronx. And so we're very excited to have a team that's hired from the community, that engages with the community and finds ways for us to make these foods, which are the foods of the future, more culturally relevant to everyone.
There you go. Nil Zacharias and the whole crew. We want to thank you and your staff or your crew or the people working with you and everybody involved in this circle of love. Healthy eating, healthy living, it's important. Plantega, pick up some. As a matter of fact, send some over to our producers, okay? Let them taste it. They'll give me a call and say, hey, Bob, you got to try this. It's delicious.
We'll send you some good stuff soon.
All right. Thank you, Nil.
Thank you.
God bless you and good luck with everything.
Thanks so much.
All right. We'll take a break right here, but a quickie, and we'll come back and give you more next on Open.